Hello friends, once again I welcome you on my YouTube channel English with Rajveer, and in today's lecture we are going to study the first chapter of Flamingo book, which is included in our 12th class CBSE. The first chapter is the last lesson. This last lesson is written by Alphonse Daudet. Dear friends, Alphonse Daudet was born in 1840 and he died in 1897. He was a French novelist and a short story writer. So we don't want to discuss about Alphonse Daudet. Now come to the point. The last lesson. Friends, whenever you study any chapter, you are supposed to know some basic facts about that particular lesson. And these basics of a chapter or a story are: first of all, you must know about whether the title of the story is appropriate. You will have to satisfy yourself after reading this chapter whether the title is appropriate or not. Second point that you must keep in mind is plot or story. Third, theme. And fourth, characterization. Characters के बारे में. These are 4 points that you must keep in mind: title, plot, themes and characters, because most of the times it happens that the questions which are asked in CBSE boards, they are somehow related to either to title or to plot or to theme or to characters. So these 3 or 4 points we must keep in our mind when we read the chapter. So let's start the chapter without wasting the time, and after completing the story we will discuss whether the title is appropriate, the story or the plot of the last lesson, what is the theme, what are characters. In brief, I would like to introduce you about these things. What is title? Title that is written over here. Whether the title, the last lesson, is appropriate in this context of the story, plot or the story. Plot is a certain framework through which characters pass, or you can say it is just a story. What happens in this story, the whole story is called plot. Theme. What is theme? What have you learned after reading this chapter? That is called theme. What is the moral education? What is the theme? Theme means simply you can say what have you gained after reading this chapter. Characterization: how many characters are there in this story. Now come to this story. What happens in the story? Friends, this story is set in 1870. At that time, Franco-Prussian War was going on. Franco-Prussian War. You can say that this story, the last lesson, is set during Franco-Prussian War, and that war was going on between France and Prussia in 1870-71. Prussia was then consist of 3 countries: Germany, Poland and parts of Austria. And Franco means you can say France. War was going on between France and Prussia. Now what happened in the war, and what was the effect of the war on the classroom, on the students who were learning their lesson? This is the story. Now discuss about this story. Friends, sports. This is France, and here is Prussia. Here is Prussia. Here is France, here is Persia. Time is 1870-71. At that time, what was going on? A war was going on between France and Persia. And in the war, what happens? In the war, Persian army defeated France. Persian army was led by Bismarck. And in that war, Persian army occupied two provinces of France. What are the names of these two provinces? Suppose these are two provinces. The first one is called Alsace and second one is called Lorraine. These are two provinces, Alsace and Lorraine. These two provinces of France were occupied by Persian army and Persian army was led by Bismarck. So what happens? These two provinces of France now become the part of Persia. In Alsace there is a school. There is a school. And in that school there is a teacher whose name is M. Hamel. He is also a student whose name is French. French is a student in that school and Hamel is the teacher of that school, and that school is in Alsace. Now you will have to understand one thing. In France, French language is taught, and in Persia, German language is taught. German people or Persian people are linguistic chauvinists. We will discuss about this term linguistic chauvinism, what linguistic chauvinism is. Now what happens? These two provinces are prohibited to learn French language because now they have become the part of Persia, and in Persia only German language is taught, and now this Alsace and provinces have come into the hand of Persia. That's why now the people of Persia, people of Alsace or Lorraine, they cannot study French language anymore. This is the situation. Now come to the story. What happens? This is the basic background. What happens in the story? Suppose this is the house of French. This is the house of French, and he studies in a school. Suppose this is the school. This is the school. It is French house. It is French school. Now when the story starts, what happens? French is the narrator of the story. He narrates the whole story. What happens? French starts his journey towards the school. He starts his journey towards the school. But what happens? He remembers that his teacher M. Hamel. M. Hamel is the teacher of French language. French language. Now French remembers that his teacher M. Hamel has asked to prepare a grammatical topic, that is participles. Means French has to prepare grammatical topic participles, but French hasn't studied even a single word about the participles, and that's why he thinks that in spite of going to school, he should remain outdoors. He should remain in the lap of nature. He should enjoy his day in the lap of nature. So he thinks that he should go to the jungle, woods. He should go to the jungle or woods and enjoy the day there. But what happens there, what happens in the mind of French, we don't know. But somehow he thinks that in spite of going to the jungle, he should attend the class. Finally, he decides that he should go to the school and he starts his journey again towards the school. This idea is dropped. This idea of going to the jungle and spending the day in the lap of the nature is dropped by French, and he starts his journey again towards the school. In the midway, there is a bulletin board. This is bulletin board. Bulletin board, you can see that bulletin board is a type of news board. This is a news board. When he passes by the news board, he observes that there are so many people are standing in front of the bulletin board. There is a crowd. There is a crowd in front of the bulletin board. But he was getting late, and that's why he thinks that he should continue his journey towards the school in spite of staying here. Even a person asked him to stop, and he says that there is plenty of time to get to your school, but he doesn't stop there, and he continues his journey towards the school. He doesn't know, but the fact is that all the bad news come through this bulletin board. Means the people of France come to know about the news, and particularly about the bad news, through this bulletin board. But he doesn't think about the bad news or good news here, and he starts his journey towards the school, and somehow he reaches the school. When he gets the school, for example, this is his room. When he goes to the school and finally into his room, generally what happens, there is a lot of hustle and bustle, and he gets into the class without the observation of the teacher, and he thinks so. But what happens there, when he enters the class, when he enters the school, there was total silence, and when he enters the class, he observes an animal. He enters the class and takes his position in the class. But he is shocked and surprised to see that the villagers are also sitting in the classroom. Villagers are also sitting in the classroom, and that is the news which shocked him. At the same time, he observes that an Emil is also wearing his Sunday best. He was wearing the dress which he wears occasionally. Either he wears this dress on Sunday, or he wears the dress on the inspection days. But he was wearing that day. Then Hammer starts his lecture. And in the lecture, he says that, "Dear students, I am going to deliver my last lesson." Up to now, French was unaware about the situation, what is happening here. Why was the crowd there in front of the bulletin board? Now he says that I am going to deliver my last lesson, and he says that because Persian army has occupied Alsace and Lorraine province, and now we are prohibited to learn French language, and we will never be able to learn French language after today. And that's why he decide. After that, what happens, he decides that this is the last day of his lesson. This is the last day of his lesson. Last day of which? Last day of French lesson. Last day of French lesson. Why? Because on that day, French lesson is the last day, because now they are in such a position where they cannot deliver the French lessons, because MML has been asked to leave the province, and he is no longer a teacher of French language in Alsace. In place of MML, a new German teacher will come and he will teach there. At that moment, French realizes that what has happened. Even he hasn't learned the French language, but he will have to quit it. He will have to leave it. Then after that, Emmanuel teaches the last lesson. He tells about the importance of the French language. And at the end of the lecture, all the people who are sitting there, even the students, even the teacher, they are overwhelmed with emotions and they are unable to see anything. There were tears in each and everyone's eye. Now the situation arises and Hamel cannot see anything, and finally he stands in front of the board and he writes Viva la France. Viva la France. Viva la France means long live France. Long live France. And he dismisses the class with a gesture. Without speaking even a single word, he dismisses the class, and that is the end of the story. Now we are supposed to learn what we have learned. First question that comes in our mind: the title, second, theme, third, characters, and fourth, story that we have discussed over here. Whether the title is appropriate, the last lesson of French language, the last lesson of French language by M. Hamel. The whole story revolves around these last lessons. That's why we can say that the title of this last lesson is appropriate, because from the very beginning till end we discussed about this last lesson, and this is the last lesson of the French language which is delivered by M. Hamel. So we can say that this is the perfect title of this chapter. Now second, the theme of the story. What is the theme of the story? It is the most important part of any chapter, any story. The theme is simply what we have learned after discussing these lessons. We have learned the importance of the mother tongue. Importance of mother tongue. What is the importance of mother tongue? At such situation when French hasn't learned his French language, his mother tongue. Importance of, you can see, mother tongue, because French is the mother tongue of the people of France. But the situation is this: even French doesn't know how to write and how to even speak this French language, and at such situations he has to leave this French language. Then suddenly he realized the importance of this mother tongue, and he also realizes and he regrets the loss of opportunity of learning the French language because of the human tendency. Human tendency is what he would like to put off. He would like to put off the things till tomorrow. He always says that we will learn tomorrow, we will learn tomorrow, and ultimately what happens? The day has come when he has nothing. He cannot study his French language. So this realizations of mother tongue. And secondly, the linguistic chauvinism. What is linguistic chauvinism? Linguistic chauvinism is this: when linguistics somehow related to language, and chauvinism means excessive attachment to that particular thing. In this lesson, what happens? The Persian people would like to impose their German language because of this linguistic chauvinism, and the people of the France will become the victim of this linguistic chauvinism. That's why this theme of this story is importance of mother tongue and realizations of the mother tongue, that is French language, and how they spend the day without learning, and ultimately what happens, a day comes when they have nothing in their possession. Characters, as far as characters are concerned, there are only two characters, M. Hamel and French. French is the narrator, and Hamel is the teacher of that school where French is a student. And fourth is story. Story, we have discussed about this story. From this French home this story starts, and from this home what French thinks, and ultimately how he realizes the importance of the mother tongue, and how the people of the this country France become overwhelmed with emotions and finally bid adieu to their mother tongue. So this is the story. We have discussed about this chapter, and hope you will study this chapter line by line, and if you find any kind of problem, then you can call me, or you can send me a message. Definitely I'll sort out your problem. By that time, if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and share it. Thank you.